The strangest thing about losing someone is that sometimes they are still sitting right in front of you. My name is Harold. I am 84 years old, and I only understood what love truly was after my wife forgot my name. For most of my life, I believed love was something you felt, something warm and steady that carried you through the years. I met Margaret when I was 22 and she was 19 at a church picnic where neither of us wanted to be. She laughed at something I said about the lemonade being mostly water, and I remember thinking that if I could hear that laugh every day, I would be a fortunate man. We were married 11 months later in a small ceremony, with folding chairs and my brother playing the piano slightly off-key. We built what most people would call a good life. I worked at the same manufacturing plant for 41 years. Margaret stayed home when the children were small, then later worked part-time at the library. We argued about money in our 30s, about parenting in our 40s, and about where to spend Christmas in our 50s. Nothing dramatic, just the ordinary friction of two people trying to grow old in the same direction. If you had asked me at 60 what love was, I would have said it was loyalty, or companionship, or the comfort of someone knowing how you take your coffee without asking. I would have pointed to our mortgage paid off, our children grown, our vacations to the lake every summer. I thought love was the accumulation of shared years. When Margaret turned 76, she began misplacing things. First, it was her glasses, which we later found in the freezer next to a bag of peas. Then, it was words. She would pause mid-sentence and look at me, as if the next thought had slipped behind a locked door. We laughed at first. We called it senior moments, but the laughter grew thinner. The diagnosis came on a gray Tuesday morning. Dementia. The doctor spoke gently, carefully, as if each word needed to be placed on the table between us without breaking. I remember nodding as though I understood what that meant, but the truth is, I did not. I thought it would be forgetfulness. I did not realize it would be erosion. In the early stages, Margaret knew she was forgetting. That was the cruelest part. She would sit at the kitchen table with her hands wrapped around a mug and say, "Harold, something is wrong with me." I would tell her